I'm Saytek. I'm going to be playing live at the club Paisley for the Bulletdodge record showcase. It's my first time in Paisley.
And you heard anything about the club?
I've heard lots about it actually. Yeah, I've heard it's a... Yeah, even, funnily enough, I live in Hoxton and there's a guy that runs a artisan coffee shop right next to me, next to my studio, and he knows this place because he's from around here, and apparently it's a little rave den, so I'm looking forward to it. I like it when there's a good crowd and it goes off, really. That's all I care about. I'm as happy playing to a couple of hundred people as I am a couple of thousand, really.
Your live setup. What is your setup now?
I use a Roland MC 909, which I've used for years. I mean, I bought the machine originally, I think it must have been about 12 or 13 years ago. I've had a couple of them now because they've been on the road, but it's just, I think it was actually a bit of a flop for Roland at the time, but for me, it just did everything I wanted it to do in one box. It's like having a 90s studio in one box, but it's set for performance as well, so it's a great bit of kit actually. Also, I'll be using Ableton. I've got a Novation controller keyboard, which is really nice as well. Lots of hands-on stuff there. I've also used a Chaos Pad 3, which I've also used for many years, and a little analog Volca bass and an RMX 1000, which I use for effects and kind of remixing the stuff that I'm producing live, and also creating drum patterns on the fly and that kind of stuff as well. So.
And then your live set's been upgraded, is that?
Yeah, it just develops over time, you know. I think I never take anything away, I just add stuff. I'm already thinking about the next stuff that I can add, and I've upgraded my my suitcase. So now I check in 2 bags when I fly. So I'm already thinking, well, actually I could fit a little one of them in there and a little one in, you know. I think I love the stuff I've got, but there's always a little bit of room for some more kit, you know.
You just released your first live album on Cubism. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's basically it's a showcase of my latest live set, and I've released it on my label, and mine and Mark Gwinnett's label, Cubism, and it's come out on CD, and it's also come out digitally. It's basically me jamming with my machines in the studio for 80 minutes, because that's all you can fit on a CD. You know, the live album's kind of the sound of Saytek, more for home listening. I mean, obviously it's still club music, but I think, you know, when I'm performing live, there's a lot more improvisation, a lot more kind of bouncing off the crowd. So, you know, what's recorded live may not necessarily work when you're listening at home. You know, you may have a track going on for 15 minutes because, you know, I'm working with the crowd, or, you know, there's just a different way of doing it, you know.
And is that how you produce most of your music then, in that format, or do you actually structure the tracks, say just one track at a time, or do you see how do you work with the other tracks?
All the tracks I produce are basically improv, you know, they're made live, and then I go and edit them. So it's the same kind of philosophy as playing live goes into creating my tracks, but with the live set, it's just there and then, loads of equipment. With the tracks, there's a lot of post-production as well, which you don't get in the live show. The CD is charted at Juno. It went up to #2 in the Juno CD charts, and now it's at 25 in the last 2 months chart, so the long-term chart. So it's doing really, really well in terms of sales. It's also charted at Phonica, and quite a lot of, you know, it's available worldwide. But you know, the press it's got has, you know, really blown my mind. It got 9 out of 10 in DJ Mag. It got 8 out of 10 in Phase Mag Germany. It also got a really, really good review in Fresh Guide Berlin, which is like the top Berlin clubbing guide. So yeah, really happy.
And what else can we expect to hear from you?
I've got EP coming out on Bulletdodge. That's coming out, well, it's this Monday, so by the time you've seen this video, it'll be out basically, which has got 3 original tracks on it. It's called The Ride EP. I've also got stuff, loads of stuff coming out on Kevin Saunderson's KMS. I've got something coming out on his sub-label as well called Second Born. So I've got a lot of EP. I'm working with Kevin and his family quite a lot actually on that label. I've got stuff coming out on Lieb Detail as well. Got stuff coming out on a Berlin label called Perception. I've got a hell of a lot of stuff that's going to be released over the next few months. Quite a lot of vinyl releases as well. So yeah, really exciting times for me. You're gonna have to do. You have to do the outtakes, mate.